Hello, I'm Nikki Corbo, and today I'm going to be discussing the topic of performers, specifically dancers, being told to give up or that they're not good enough. I'll be using examples from myself and others as well. I've been a dancer since I was 2 years old. Dancing has always been a large part of my identity. My dancing skills have ranged from tap, jazz, and ballet to Irish dance to musical theater and everything in between. I spent countless hours in the dance studio growing up, practicing and perfecting my skills by doing gruesome workouts, exercises where I've stayed on my toes for hours, and practicing in the studio until 12:30 a.m. sometimes. I was also a competitive Irish dancer. All of these skills I've built up over the years were put to the test when I auditioned to be a featured dancer my sophomore year of high school for our spring musical Singing in the Rain. I knew I've built up enough skills over the years to be able to dance with the other girls on stage. I was confident in my audition. I had many people coming up to me telling me I did a great job, and I was really hoping I'd get a call back. So, I stayed after the auditions to wait to see if I would get a call back and be able to dance again. When my director came out, she announced the callback list, but my name wasn't on it. I was so sad and I didn't know what to do. I felt like giving up. But I decided to go and ask her why I wasn't on the callback list and what I could have done better. I thought she would have given me constructive criticism to help in the future or to encourage me in some way, but all she did was tell me, "Nikki, the dancing's not there. It's just not for you. Maybe you should just try something else." Now would be a crucial point, the point where I either decided to give up and take my director's advice or push forward because I had such a passion for dancing. With a little help from my mom, she wiped away my tears and told me that I should keep going, regardless of what my director said. So I began to do my research. I looked up famous people who had been rejected originally. I saw people like Oprah Winfrey because she was unfit for television news and couldn't sever her emotions from her stories. And after that, she was given a daytime TV show, and now she's one of the biggest household names in history. I talked to my best friend Alice about this, and she agreed to take a dance class with me that would teach us tap, jazz, and ballet instead of the normal Irish dance classes I have been taking. This was more towards the musical theater side of dance and would really help me with my arm movements. And it did help me. Alice and I worked hard all year with our dance teacher, Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy helped me with my arm movements, and she helped transform my dance into a more musical theater style. We even performed in a showcase at the end of the year, and I could see my dance skills improving every day. I continued to work hard even through the summer months. I even performed with the local theater group in the musical Legally Blonde. I was Serena, who was a big dancing role and a head cheerleader. This helped me a lot and prepared me for auditions the next year. Finally, auditions for Grease had rolled around my junior year, and I got a call back. I was so happy, and after the callback, I learned that I was casted as a featured dancer, and I knew all my hard work I put into the dance studio had paid off, finally. I went on to teach the whole cast some of the dances because I've learned them so well. My director was so impressed with me, and she continuously told me how great of a job I did. And she even asked me to choreograph some of the dances of next year's musical. And so I did. In The Wedding Singer, I choreographed 3 numbers my senior year, and I even got to dance in one of these numbers. I even ended up winning the award Best Dance Pair at the end of the year at our awards. This was the number I choreographed and was in. I was so happy, and I knew that I only got this award because I persisted and never gave up. Now that I'm looking back at this time in my life, and now that I've read Minjeon Lu's text From Sounds to Words, I can see some similarities between the two situations. She says, "To help these students become actors in such a scene, perhaps we need to call their attention to voices that may seem irrelevant to the discourse we teach rather than encourage them to shut them out." She's talking about how different people in her life told her different ways to go. And I experienced the same, with my one teacher telling me to give up and other people telling me to not. I had to choose for myself, and so did she. What I learned through all of this is to never give up on your dreams, even if someone tells you to. There are so many examples of people who have never given up, and that's why they are where they are today. People like Jennifer Aniston, Walt Disney, and J.K. Rowling were all told originally to give up, but they persisted, and that's how they ended up where they are. So never give up on your dreams. If they can do it, I can do it, and you can too.